Hey, it's Johara. Welcome back to my channel. So, I'm going to do two videos. The first one is going to be top 10 ever after high ships. So, yay! Get some updates on my channel. Uh, these are my top 10 ever after high ships, and they may change in the future. I was trying to figure out I was doing some research trying to figure out what my top 10 ships would be. I already knew the first four, I think. And then I had an idea of who else wanted to be on the list, but I didn't know where on the list. And I was looking up some Ever After High couple, see if there's some I forgot, but I decided that I thought was really cute and wanted to throw in. And some of these may not necessarily have a lot of screen time, but there's just something about them that I did like. And finding Ever After High ships was a lot harder than finding Monster High ships because Ever After High just they don't have as many couples. I mean, that's not the point of either show, movie, whatever. I mean, but Monster High does have more ships, canon and non-canon. Some of these will be non-canon. I think most of them will be non-canon, to be honest. But because, like I said, it was harder to find Ever After High ships than it was to find Monster High ships. So yeah, and some of them, I don't know if anyone else really likes them. I know there's at least one ship that's definitely non-canon that seemed to have a pretty big fan base despite the very little screen time. But I think they're kind of cute as well, so that's why I put them in there. And there will be one honorable mention, and that and yeah, so I it was very hard to find ships to make a whole 10 list, but I did manage to find 10 plus an honorable mention, so you know. Um, so let's jump right in. So number 10 is Jillian and Humphrey. I rewatched the webisode of Jillian and Humphrey, and I thought they were really cute. I mean, they're complete opposites. Jillian's very adventurous, and Humphrey's very timid and gets scared easily. And um, he's not brave, she is, and he wanted her to teach him how to be brave. And she realized how hard it was, and and then she was like, you know what, you don't need to be brave, because you have other qualities. And that's not like what she said, but it's basically what she was trying to say. And I forgot exactly what she said, but she basically said that he needs to be himself because, which I thought was really sweet because she might be adventurous, but and I also love that at the end of the webisode, uh, Humphrey was trying to climb the beanstalk, but then almost fell, and he was hanging on by a thread, and he was really scared because he wanted to prove that he was brave. But then she tried to help him, but he wouldn't jump to her because he was too afraid. And he was like, I'm not brave like you. So she pretended that she was in danger so that he could grab a, and then he ended up grabbing a vine to swing over and save her life. And then they both jumped off, and she used a parachute to bring them down. And I love how he kind of hugged her as they went down, but it was really sweet. But I love when she pretended that she needs saving so that because she knew that he would prove that he can be brave if um someone was in danger. And it was just really sweet because it's like despite everything she knew he had it in him, but she doesn't care that he if he is brave or not because he is has other great qualities about him. And I know it was just one like 3-4 minute webisode that they even had any screen time at all, but I just thought it was adorable. And yeah, so I think they should have become a couple and had definitely more screen time. Um, Number 9 is Puppy and Sparrow. Now this is the one I mentioned that seems to have a lot of fan base despite the fact that I don't even think they have any screen time together at all, really. I don't know why people ship them so much, but I don't love them. I wouldn't say I love them, but there is something about them that I would love to see more of. Something about them that I would just love if they became a couple. Because first of all, Sparrow, I don't ship him and Duchess. I think there's a good amount of people that ship the two of them as well as Poppy and Sparrow. But I just feel like Duchess uses him, and I don't even think Duchess really cares about him. Like the only time I at least the only time I can think of them even together is the I almost said Valentine's Day, but that's not what they call it. Heartswarming, I think is what they call it. Heartswarming Day, and um he used her or she used him to try to figure out what the party is, and then he gets all mad at her and yells at her because he's like, no one would even tell me where the party is because I'm friends with you. And yeah, I don't know, I don't like them together. I mean, I think they could have a nice friendship if the two of them would just if she changes and stops caring so much about her destiny like some other people, because that's why she is mean and everything, because she just cares about her destiny, and that she has a terrible one, and some people she feel like doesn't deserve the awesome destiny they have in store, like Ashley and Hunter, because the two of them fell in love with each other and despite their destinies, and she tried to tell the world about them, but they beat her to the chance. But whatever. Um, Anyways, I just feel like Poppy would be really nice to Sparrow, and I also think I also don't see Sparrow with a royal, and Duchess, even though she isn't nice, she's technically a royal, and I don't really see Apple being that nice either. I know she's supposed to be, but she's actually a lot more mean and selfish than people realize, and I have a lot of Apple issues. I don't want to go in that rant right now. But anyways, um, anyways, uh, I was train of thought. Uh, um, I just feel like Sparrow I don't see him dating a royal. I guess that's the whole thing I have with Jay from Descendants. I don't see him dating some princely pink princess like Audrey. That's why I either see him dating a villain or villain kid, whatever, or Lonnie, which I really ship him with, because Lonnie isn't your typical princely pink princess. She's a fighter, she's a warrior, and that's someone I can see Jay with, not Audrey. So yeah, and it's my same thing with Sparrow, because I don't see him. I I see Sparrow dating a rebel, and Poppy. Well, she's a royal, I think they called her, because she decided she didn't want to be royal or rebel because she saw good scenes. She likes both sides, but still, you get my point. And so I guess I see Sparrow as someone more like Poppy than Duchess, and I feel like she could really bring him down a little bit from his little loud, cool, bad guy attitude he has going on there. And I just feel like it would be really cute if he just uh, is, being a player and all with his guitar, and then all of a sudden he starts hanging out with Poppy, and she starts making him see that, he doesn't have to act all loud and crude and stuff. I just think that would be really cute. Um, Number 8 is Ginger and Hopper. So a lot of people seem to ship Briar and Hopper, but I don't. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Briar just by what I'm about to say, but I don't think she deserves Hopper. He's such a sweet guy, and I don't think she appreciates him. Like, she's always just shooing him away, doesn't want anything to do with him, even though he has a massive crush on her, and I don't even know why. Like I said, no, I don't have anything against Briar. I mean, she's definitely not even close to being one of my favorite characters, but she's not close to being one of my least favorite characters either. Honestly, she's kind of in the middle. She's just mad to me. I don't love her, I don't hate her. Like, that's kind of how I feel about Briar. And I don't love Hopper either. He's not one of my favorite characters, but I do. He is a little bit more on the liking scale than the disliking scale. So, or the medium scale. But Hopper's just really sweet and um, jittery, and I just I don't think Briar appreciates him. Like, I can see her being one of those girls for reasons I will never understand, wanting the bad boy who's gonna hurt you rather than the good guy who would treat you like a queen. Like, I know girls like that, and it's so annoying. Like, if I was straight, I would go for the good guy in a million. Like, I would so go for the good guy. Like, I don't understand why girls want the bad hot guy who's gonna break their hearts 100 times over again, when you have a good guy 5 feet away who literally would treat you like a queen, even before you guys start dating. Even if you guys are just friends, he would treat you like a queen because he knows you are worth a lot. Like, why do girls go for the bad guy? I can see Briar being one of those girls who wants the hot bad boy who's gonna hurt her, rather than the good guy who's right here. And yeah, so that's my feelings on the matter. um, like right now I'm watching True Life on Deck, and I will never understand how girls rather Zach than Cody. Like, it's Cody. He's my favorite character on Sweet Like That Cody and on Deck. And he's so sweet and smart and considerate and kind, and I love him so much. And if I was straight in their universe, I would go for Cody 100 times before I even consider Zach as a possibility, because I also have Zach issues, but that's besides the point. Anyways, going back to Ginger and Hopper, because I started talking about Briar and Hopper, but that's not the point because they're not on the list because they didn't deserve to be on this list. Ginger and Hopper, I just really like the idea about them too. You know, like I just watched the webisode of Ginger baking sweets for everyone, but then everyone assumes that she's gonna be like her mother and use the treats to take them to their doom because her mother is the candy witch from Hansel and Gretel, and Hansel and Gretel's kids were in there as well, and they kept saying, "Oh no, she's gonna use the trees to take us to our dooms," and this and that. And Raven was the only one that knew Ginger better than that because she also doesn't want to follow her destiny and be all evil. And um, and I just feel like Ginger and Hopper would make such a cute couple. Like the two of them would actually care about each other. Like Hopper, you can see how much he cares about Briar, and I can see him just falling all head over heels for Ginger, and Ginger being surprised because it's like, why would someone like me? I'm the Candy Witch's daughter. I'm a villain kid. Why would you of all people like me? And then he would be like, why wouldn't I like you? You're awesome. And I could just see that interaction. And now I really want that interaction. Someone make me a fanfiction because now I want that interaction. uh, but yeah, so I think the two of them would be really sweet and cute. Number 7. Now this is a ship with Briar I can get behind, which I've heard this ship before, but I never really considered that possibility of being on my list until I was looking up, doing some research about all the couples and stuff, and saw them, and then I was thinking back to their interactions, and I think they can have something special, and that's Briar, Farabelle, or however you pronounce her name. I just think it'll be like a really cute enemies to lovers situation, like they would hate each other, and then they would hate each other, and then they, before you know it, they started, you could, like, they would do little things to show they care about each other, and then they would be very protective of the other one, but still be in denial because they swear they hate each other, and then eventually they admit that they are friends, and then eventually that friendship becomes more, and they get really close and fall in love, because I believe that is possible, and it's just really sweet and cute. And now I want a fanfiction for this too. If anyone makes fanfictions for these, please let me know, because I'll definitely read them, because I really want these couples to happen now. I just think Briar and Farabelle. It's just like Briar kind of pushes Hopper around too, and I feel like with Farabelle, she won't let Briar push her around. You know, if Briar will be a reason for Farabelle to actually be good and to actually not want to follow her destiny, be like, Briar's more important than my destiny, sorry, Maleficent. And that's another funny thing because Farabelle's mother is Maleficent and Briar's mother is Aurora. So it'll kind of, not only will it be an enemies to lovers thing, but it'll be a forbidden lovers thing, because I doubt their mothers will be okay with the two of them falling in love. I want this to happen so badly. No. Next is number 6, Maddie and Kitty. Now, this one I don't know if anyone actually ships them because I've never actually seen anything about it, but I just now started realizing how cute their couple could be, because I mean, first of all, I don't see Maddie and Kitty ever dating a ever after high person, whether it's royal, rebel, especially not royal for Kitty. Like, if she would to date someone from ever after high, it would be a rebel. And Maddie, I don't think she would care royal or rebel. But anyways, I just don't see them dating anyone for Ever After High. Maddie will definitely want someone a little bit more, well, mad like her, and only and I feel like only the Wonderland. Where did my Slytherin sticker go? Why does the Slytherin sticker keep falling? Maybe because they know Slytherin doesn't matter. Sorry, that got very off topic. I have all these Harry Potter stickers on this one wall, like little symbols, the Sorting Hats, and Ron, Hermione, Ginny, and Harry, and potions and broomsticks, and I have just a bunch of Quidditch, all of them. And in the middle, I have the 4 Hogwarts houses, and Slytherin keeps wanting to fall. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Maybe I'll just put tape over the sticker to make it stay, because it doesn't want to stay. Anyways, where was I? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Maddie and Kitty. So Maddie, will definitely want someone a little bit more woohoo. Uh, and Kitty would want someone who understands her trickery nature. I mean, yeah, the Wonderland characters, Wonderland people can get a little annoyed with her at times too, but at the same time they understand her. And unlike the Ever After High people who might hold a little grudge towards her during some of her pranks, the Wonderland people will be like, "And we're over it. It's just Kitty being Kitty," and I can definitely see that. And I love the Wonderland characters. They're my favorite characters, and I love their friendship. It's definitely my favorite friendship in the show, and I think it's very underrated and should be talked about more. It definitely should have been shown more. But I just feel like Maddie and Kitty could have a bond. Like, you see them together lots, even during the smallest of scenes. They're just together and talking or whatever, and I just feel like they would understand each other. Like the Wonderland kids, they like no one really understands them because they're a little out there. And I just feel like the two of them could get really close and have a deep understanding and bond towards one another. And now I really want them to get together. Number 5, Bunny and Alistair. Now I think this might be an unpopular opinion because I've read a few. I was online. There's a few things going against the two of them. Apparently, not many people even like Bunny at all, and don't like Bunny and Alistair together. And I know some people ship Alistair and Maddie. Um, I think they ship Alistair with just about everyone like girl except for Bunny, which is the one he actually has the crush on, which is obvious when you watch which the second season, the Spring Unsprung. That's what it's called. And I just love how shy they get towards each other, and I love the jealousy when they first get there because I think Sparrow hits up Buddy, and Alistair goes uh in front of him. And makes a comment and then gets all shy afterwards because it's like, and then Apple got close to Alistair and Buddy got a little jealous and she's like, and I just think they're actually really cute. And I know that might be an unpopular opinion, but I would love to see them actually get together. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? Okay, and I just think they're really cute, and I think they should officially get together because they definitely are in love, and that one is definitely not non-canon. It is definitely canon. So yeah. Number 4 is Darling and Apple. Now I do not like Apple, but I like Apple with Darling. I just love how Darling's kiss woke her up, and I would love to see more of their relationship, like a few small interactions before lead up to the kiss to show that there might be something there before, because it did kind of a little bit seem out of nowhere, but at the same time, I'm all for it because it just seems really cute, and I just love the idea because Apple's all by the book, follow happily ever after, Derek's by happily ever after, and stuff. And Darling is Darren's brother, and is, unlike Dexter, is a bit of a warrior, sword fighter, and this and that. So the only difference is that she's a girl, and I don't see Apple's parents being okay with that, or Darling's parents, for that matter. but I can, but I would love to see more of their interactions after the kiss as well. Like after the kiss, after the in the next season, it showed the awkwardness with Apple and Daring because it proved that Daring wasn't Apple's true love, this and that. And I just would love to see a little awkwardness between Apple and Darlie because even though the kiss happened and that was proved, the two of them are still all shy to each other and awkward and be like, and then just kind of go their separate ways, but then always end up back at towards each other because they have this undying connection that they cannot fight. And if it will be a little bit forbidden, I can see because I doubt either parents will be okay with it. And yeah, I just really ship it. Number 3 is Raven and Dexter. Obviously, the two of them have had a connection since the very beginning. It's always been clear that Dexter had feelings for Raven, and it was obvious that Raven liked Dexter too. She just wasn't as obvious about it as Dexter, and I really love the date scene they have, and it's really sweet, and I just love how when Dexter wrote that note and Raven thought it was was Daring at first, and then when she realized it was Dexter, she was like, "Oh, Dexter's such a sweet guy," and I think that was the first time you knew that Raven did like Dexter, and I just love how Dexter would do anything for Raven, and I just and Dexter is such a sweet guy, and Raven deserves a sweet guy who will treat her right because, with everyone being afraid of her being just like her mother, uh, and all that, and it's just really sweet, and I definitely like the idea of the two of them, and that one definitely is canon. Number 2 is Ashlyn and Hunter. The two of them have been dating since episode 1. I'm not sure if it. I don't think it ever showed like how they end up dating, but I just think they're really cute. I mean, I love how they were like a forbidden relationship because Royal Rebel they weren't in each other's stories, and then so they had these secret little dates, and then they almost got outed once with Cedar because she can't tell a lie and she saw them, and then but they managed to get through that, and then Duchess found out about them, and there's no getting through that because there's no way they can not convince Duchess to tell, so they decided to come out as a couple before Duchess has the rights, before Duchess, so she doesn't have like the right to, so she doesn't like I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't put it in words apparently. But anyways, and how everyone was against him. Then Ashlyn decides to break up with Hunter, but then during Heartswarming, she's like, "I love you, Hunter. Please forgive me," and he does, and it was really sweet. But after that, they didn't show them as much, which made me really sad because they have such a cute relationship, and I want to see more of them. And um yeah, I really ship them. They're one of my top favorite ships, obviously. That's why they're number 2. Honorable mentions, I put Darling and Chase because I do love Darling and Apple a lot more, but before Darling and Apple became a thing, Darling and Chase were a thing, and I thought they were cute because Chase was like everyone was surprised Darling was the white knight, and uh I'm just really tired and I have no idea why. What was I saying? Oh, Darling and Chase. Um, but Chase really liked her because she wasn't a normal princess. She was a warrior and loved to fight, and he liked that in her. And then, so number 1, my favorite couple, which is a very diverse answer because I feel like it's uh, it's like it's a ship with daring, but there's like so many different daring ships. There's Lizzie, there's Cerise, there's Rosabella, and then there's Apple. I think, and everyone has different opinions on who Daring should be with because he has so many different love interests. But I'm gonna have to go with Lizzie. I'm sorry if you ship him with Cerise or Rosabella or Apple, which I don't think very many people do. I think that's the least favorite of the Daring ships, but I love him and Lizzie. From that one episode where he was trying to get a date with her, and then he technically does, but then he still lies about it, is willing to wash the gym clothes of his teammates in front of everyone just to keep Lizzie's secret because she didn't want anyone to know. And it was just really sweet. Like, you never get to see that side of him, not with anyone. I mean, yeah, he had a kind of sweet scene with Cerise at the end of that when they danced, but I just feel like I don't see him doing that for anyone other than Lizzie. I just love the idea of that. Like, Lizzie's all hard and cold sometimes, but that's just a cover up for her sweet side that she has, and she's not the person everyone seems. She just figures she has no other choice because of her mother, so she always seems hard and cruel when she's really not. And I feel like Daring can just um break down those walls and uh manage to get through to the sweeter side of Lizzie, and I can just see Lizzie like getting through his shallowness and selfishness and bring out a better and kinder, daring, charming. And I just love the mere idea. I have so many fan fictions about them on Wattpad. So my username is author Johar Harper. I have Ever After High fan fictions, a few of them, and the main ship in them are always Daring and Lizzie, but there are also other ships like Ashley and Hunter. Obviously, they're always a thing, and there's Apple and Darling. I now make a thing because I think some of them I might have started before I started shipping them. At least in one of my fan fictions. It's one of my very first books at all, and I think I made Darling with Chase. I might be wrong, but maybe she didn't have a relationship. But I know in that one she didn't. She wasn't with Apple. But anyways, yeah. Um, Poppy and Sparrow, I think, are a thing in one of them, and Ginger and Hopper too. So yeah. But so that's it. Yeah. I just really ship Daring and Lizzie, and I'd love to hear your Ever After High ships. So please like and subscribe and comment your favorite Ever After High ships, and we will talk later.